Okay, good day everyone, and welcome to the first official class that we're having on web development or web design. Now, I've already introduced you to what we are going to be doing, and this is the course outline for this. I believe you all have already met requirements for this course. Mobile device. If you're using a mobile device, I've already ignore the app here. Use the one I recommended on the group. I think on the group I recommended a code. So just ignore this and install a code on your app for Android users, and then for iOS users, code editor for HTML. That is what you are going to install. And then for those on VS Code, that's those running on laptop or desktop or your PC, same as me, you already know what to use, our Virtual Studio Code. So I believe you all have already installed Live Server. If you haven't done that, go back to the link on the other video on our live stream. It's still available. You can go back there and check on how to install Live Server. Although I might still show you here, I'll still show you how to install Live Server here. So no need. You need a Chrome browser, Google Chrome. As you can see, I'm on Chrome here. Chrome is what you need. Okay, and then when you after installing Chrome, make sure you set as default. As you see here, I'm not using Chrome as my default, but I'm still using it on my browser, so you can just set as your default. Good internet and data and a large screen device. Yeah. All right, so let's head for our first class. I believe I've already handled this introduction to web design. As for hosting, I'll be talking about hosting, but that will be the last thing we talk about hosting. So what I will be treating in for this class is the skeleton. That's the one, the heading and the title. That's two, and paragraphing. That is what I'll be teaching for this class. Skeleton, heading, title, and paragraphing. All right. So now, first thing we want to do is let's create a file. Well, a file for our class. So let's call it new file, new folder. Let's call it a basic. Let's call it basic. Yeah. So this file now, I right click. I can open with my code, or okay, it's faster. This is the fastest way you can launch this file, or you can open your Visual Studio Code. Let's open our VS Code. Okay, I already have a class here. I already have something here. So let's just open a new file. Open folder. Let's open a new folder. Desktop, basic, select folder. Okay, so those using phone, that's the same thing I want you to do on your phone file manager. Create a folder on your phone file manager, and then from your app, open that file. Make sure you are on that file. So any file you are creating on the app, like I'll create a file here, I'll call it index.html. okay, all capital. Let's use small letters. Index.html. All right, that's it. Now, as for the skeleton, getting to the skeleton, okay, those using mobile, if you have any question on this, you can ask me. I believe I've already shown you how you can use your mobile and how to bring out the skeleton from your mobile. So for here, what I'm going to be using here is shortcuts. So if you are on your keyboard, I want you to put the exclamation mark. I believe it's shift plus number 1. That is what you have. As you can see, we have something like this and something like this. This is what I want you to use. The first exclamation mark you see here. Click on that. You see? Let me bold in my text. I have to bold in this. Okay. All right. Much better. Okay. I believe you all can see everything on my screen. So this is it. This is the skeleton of HTML language. As you can see, this is the first. Every language has a declaration. If you're writing C++, you have your include And then the Java and the rest, all of them have their first syntax. So this is the first syntax of the HTML. This is the officially declared that you'll be writing with the HTML. And then this is HTML. This is the opening tag for HTML. Every tag, this is, you always open a tag. Let's say, yeah, body. This is the opening tag for body. Opening tag comes like this. You see that? This is the opening tag. Why this here? This you have here is the closing tag. It always comes with a slash behind it. Don't worry, I'll get you through that. Now, for those that haven't installed Live Server, this is where I want you to go. I want you to go here on extensions, type live. You see, I already have it here. It's already installed on mine. If you don't have it, you should see uninstall here. Install Live Server. I'm going to show you what this Live Server is doing. So, after your HTML, you have your header. Okay, okay, let me just create a new file. index2.html. Okay, index2. So let's say we have all this. Okay, we don't need all this. Let's keep this. Okay, we already have doc type HTML. We've declared that we're writing with HTML. So the first thing we do, we open our HTML tag. HTML. You see why I recommended PC is just so easy. Like, I just put the tag there and it's automatically came up. So anything we are doing is going to be inside the HTML tag. This is your opening tag and this is your closing tag. Remember, opening tag, closing tag. So every other thing comes inside the HTML tag. Now, first thing you have your header. Okay, let's say okay, you see all this, you can come in different kind of setting. This is just basic setting for your browser. Everything you see here is just the basic setting for your browser, like character set and content edge. Sometimes if you notice some pages refresh, sometimes you're on a page, after like a minute or two the page refreshes on its own. Is from here. You can also add all those for the, but I'll be treating that for those in our advanced class. This is just the basic class, so you don't really need all this. So you have your head tag. So this is for the head tag. Now inside your head tag, you have your title. Now we are treating for things inside the head tag. You have your title. Now this title now is what you want your page to be called. Let's say my first, okay, web page. We're not designing a website yet. A single page in a website is called a web page. So let's say my first web page. So this is it. You want to save this, Control S, like you do on your MS Word. Just save. Make sure you save before you launch whatever you're doing. Control S. For those on mobile, do the same thing. Save your file. I think you should, by the top right side of your menu, you should see save there. So save and then right click. For those using mobile, you should see something like a play button above your screen. Click on the play. But for those on PC, you see here, open with Live Server. I click this, it will launch. You see, this is the name of my page, my first web page. Also be adding, for those going advanced, you also learn how to put a picture here on your page. So for now, that doesn't really matter. We just want to design our page. So you see, this is my first web page. Okay, so after that, next thing we have is body. Like in your essay, you have the title, you have the body, and we'll have the conclusion and all. So this is going to be the body of your page. So everything inside here now, everything displayed inside your web page is contained inside here. Everything inside here is what you're going to be seeing on your web page. Let's say, let's write pages of Word. Okay, let me not write that. Let's say my first web page. You see, automatically bring it. You already have some help here. You don't need to type all this, so you can just click OK, or while typing, you just hit enter. My first web page, and then I save. Okay, I've already opened with live server. I just need to go back to my page. See, this is what I have, my first web page. But never ever write without tag on your page. Never ever write without tag on your page. This now is unarranged, like it's just there. It's just, if you can't even apply CSS to this. Make sure everything you do on your page has a tag, is inside a tag. So now, what's the first thing? You have the header. Like I said, every essay you write has a header, has a body, and so we are going to put the header here. It's called H. That's the tag for it, H1. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are just the level of boldness you want. Let's say H1. Let's use H1. Hello. Hello world. Save. You see? Hello world. Let's say H2. Then we copy. Okay, let's copy this. Control C, V. Okay, H3. Same thing. H4. Same thing. Control V. H5. Same thing. Control V. Come here. H6. Control V. You see, this is just the header, but different sizes of hello world. So we don't really need this. So this is all we need. Hello. Now let's go back to our scheme and check what we've accomplished. Now we've talked about HTML. We've done the skeleton. Skeleton is the body of HTML. How do you start HTML? What are the tags? What is HTML language? What does it look like? Now we've done the heading. We've done the title. For those that might decide to skip some things on the video, skip this, skip that, this is your header, and in your header you have your title. Okay, so this is hello world. And then for paragraphing, HTML is actually very easy. It's just like if you're a programmer, first language you always learn as a programmer is your basic. Beginners or purpose symbolic instruction code. The basic language is always the first thing to learn. It's always like the beginner's guide. Once you know that, like if you in basic, if you can understand the concept of loop function, looping, and a lot, like you go far in a lot of language. Like it's basically, if you're writing loop in different languages, basically same thing but written in different forms. So if you understand basic language very well, like you won't really have much of a challenge. Okay, now back to what we are talking about, paragraphing. Paragraphing starts with the letter P, right? So we put on P. See, it's already there, P. Now click enter. P. Or when there's P, use our mouse and select, or you can use your arrow to select, or you can use the mouse. So let's use mouse here, P. Now let's type. Welcome to your first class on web development. Save. Okay, let's see that. Okay, I think I should go back to this. All right, you see this. Hello world, welcome to your first page. As you can see, my page is on Google Chrome, is on Chrome, but I don't want it to be on Chrome. So what I cancel this, I'll go back to my web and set as default. Remember what I said, set as default. There's a reason why most phones, most browsers now most people use Chrome for their daily activities. So Chrome like shows you, Chrome doesn't have a limit. All the when let's say a language is updated, maybe there's an update in JavaScript or stuff, is always first one of the first browsers to get the update. So anything you do, like, it doesn't show as error. Like if you are using, for those that are still on Microsoft XP and you notice Internet Explorer, a lot of CSS you put there, but it doesn't show, it shows as error. Then that's because it's not updated. But Chrome is the best browser you can use. So now let's save and now open with live server. See, hello world. Okay, it's still on my browser, but anyway, it's still showing, so it doesn't really matter about show. Or you can just use Chrome. You can make sure your Chrome is as default before you log into your VS Code. But I'm already logged in, so let's just head on to the class. Okay, welcome to your first class on web development. Okay, so let's write something else. There's a tag in HTML in basically most of the programming languages. For those that are using let's say for those on what do you call it, for those using all these bloggers, those using WordPress and the rest, there's something called the lorem. What this lorem basically does is it generates words for you. Let's say if you're testing a program or you're testing something, you don't really want to do much of write up, you just want to just a bunch of text to appear, you just use your lorem. So let's say lorem 10, let's generate 10 words. That's it. You see, 10. Let's say lorem 50. Lorem 50 words. But we want a lot of words, so let's use lorem 100. Save. You see, that's it. But now you notice all these are on the same line, like it's just there, just on the line, like now let's get to the main paragraph in. Let's say I don't know what this is called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but let's say want to break the word here. Let's break it here. Let's say you want this sentence to end here. Okay, there's a full stop here. I want it to continue to the next line. We have to break this word, right? So let's break it. Where is it? Elite. Put the break. Like I say, we have to break the word from there. So break starts with a B, starts with a B. So let's put our B, you see? R. Okay, I have to give a space. B R. Okay, you see BR is there. Click enter. And you have your line break. Control S, save. Now let's go back. You see? It's now on next line. Let's do the same thing for here, question mark. Let's look for it here. Okay. Make sure you give space from the letters and then BR. Break. Oh, save. You see? Apostrophe. Oh, exclamation mark. Let's do the same thing. Space and then break. Enter. Control S. See? Okay, let's say break here. So let's look for all these apostrophes and marks. Break here. Oh, sorry. Break. Let's look for another one here. Break. Let's say let's put one here. Break. So as you can see, this is what we have. Hello world, lorem, absolute donor, and all this. Okay. So this is it. This is what we have. So this is where the class ends for today. You can generate a lot of things. You can try a lot of things, like let's say can do this here. Okay, let me not copy it. Let's start again. And please, okay, don't worry, I'll get to that. H2. Hello world. P volume 50. Control S. See, so this is your first web page. You can make it right up on your own, but if you just testing, you just want to get the hang of it, you can use the Rollem and then generate a lot of words. So that is it for this class. Now for those in the practical class, I want you to make a design. If you're using a mobile, good. If you're on Android, iOS, good. If you're on mobile, any mobile device, you can still do this. So for those in our practical class, I want you guys to do this and send a screenshot on the group so I can like comment, and then so I can comment on it. If you need someone, if you need a rate, guys, I can do that. For those there, but please, this is what I want you to do. All right, so that's it for our class, and thank you guys for following up. I'm going to be posting this. I'm going to copy this and I'll be sending it to the group in case if anyone needs this. This is the tag and this is the syntax. All right, so thank you all, and thank you for being here. I remain Don Vest, and I'll see you on the next class. Thank you. Safe. All right, bye bye.